All right, Kenman here, and today's unboxing is a new to me company. Got an interesting knife. Not sure how this was recommended to me, but I saw it, I found it. Amazon actually had a little bit of a Black Friday sale, so I thought, why not? Let's tear in. What did I get? What is it? What new company are we talking about? It's a NedFoss bag on the floor. NedFoss, more than sharp. Very interesting. Yeah, this is the first knife from this company that I've gotten to check out. Very interesting little box we've got right here. All right, it looks like that's the bottom side and this is the open me side. Little tab. Nice little touch. Let's get her out. Ooh, hard case. How about that? NedFoss. Kind of a carbon fiber, kind of a faux look to it. This is a stiff case though. This is, I mean, it's got a little bit of stretch or flex to it, but this is a hard case. All right, let's get in. Who has a NedFoss? Wow, I like it. I like it. Nice little bag. Extra tool. These are great to have. I throw one in the car, throw one pretty much everywhere. So in that emergency where you might not have tools with you or whatever, I need to tighten up my pivot quick. You can generally leave one of those everywhere and end up having one. NedFoss, more than sharp. Here's our user manual. Thank you for choosing. Caution, maintenance, warning. German. Okay. And we have the knife. Ooh, it was outside. I'm in Minnesota. I just got my mail. It's a little chilly. Mini bag on the floor. Let's get this stuff out of our way. And there it is. So yeah, it's going to fog up a little bit. Warm up to room temperature here. Okay, there it is. This is the NedFoss Cougar. Boosh. There she be. What do we think? I love the style. This is cool looking. All right, you can see that blade's fogging up there from being cold. Get it to room temperature. Maybe when I get knives, instead of just instantly grabbing them out of the mail, coming inside and hitting record, I need to warm them up to temperature. So it is a button lock. Wow. All right. Nice looking. Very cool. Okay, what are we looking at here? The NedFoss Cougar is a 14C28N blade. We have a steel handle, and I believe this is a milled steel clip. I don't think that's titanium. Yep, it does stick. So it's a milled clip, but it looks like it's titanium because of that milling. It gives it that cool kind of a look. Button lock. Button drops nice. Flick out action. Can we thumb it out? Yes, we can. I'm better with my lefty here. A little hard to get in that hole there for the thumb out. You almost have to kind of get a little sideways. Boom, then it works fine. It's got a strong detent for a button lock. Fuller goes all the way down that blade though, so you can kind of get down lower and easily flick that thing out. Probably do the same thing with my thumb. Yep. Or you just use the button. Noticing a little stick on the button right out the... You hear that? So here, we'll open it. Now listen. Oh, that was good. There, it was a little stick. So we're just getting a little stick, maybe a little oil in there. Maybe it's cold. It just needs to warm up. Kind of break it in a little. It should be fine. Feels great. Nice little choke up spot right there. Almost wish that choke up spot was a little bit bigger. Let's see. Let me get my hand in there. Actually, finger fits in there just fine. I have really big hands, but I have skinnier fingers. I feel like that little spot there is just kind of close. I would almost like that to just be a little bit wider for that choke up spot, but really it feels good. I'm putting my hand in there fairly hard and I'm not getting bit, so more of just a personal preference. I do love a choke up spot though. So the button seems to work really well. If I'm not putting crazy pressure on the open, it doesn't seem to stick at all. I think sometimes it might, if you slam it out, sometimes that kind of helps it makes it kind of stick a little bit more. In some cases I found with button locks. That is some decent action though. Let's talk it. You know what? This might not even be a talker. I have to take it out first to get it to talk. But when it's in, when you break that detent, that actually is, that's probably the nicest, the strongest detent I've had on a button lock. They tend to be a little bit easy to kind of instantly bring them out and you're talking them. But this has that, it literally, you have to get a little pressure on that detent before you, and then it just is on its way out. My thumb in there. Take a little getting used to. Boom. Let's try to just finger fuller it right in there. Boom. Yeah, that's fine. This action is nice. I dig it. I'm not a big thumb out person anyway. All right. I'm just having some fun here. Haven't even got to settle down. What do we got going on here? All right, like I said, 14C28N on the blade. We got this steel handle. Can you say KDK custom laser? We've got a nice surface here for some texture, or a pattern, or a cool design. What should we do? I'm probably going to laser mark this. It just looks too primo to not. Comment below if you have any thoughts or ideas on that. So this is considered the Wharncliffe blade. They have a drop point, a clip point, and a Wharncliffe. Honestly, the clip point and the Wharncliffe are very similar. The clip point, this kind of curves just a little bit more that way. But they really are fairly similar in blade shapes. I think this one's the best though, the Wharncliffe. Hence the reason I got it. It is, as I said, on sale on Black Friday sales right now. If you are watching this right when it comes out, go check it out on Amazon. I think it retails for $60, 30% off basically right now. Okay. Blade stick just a little bit, but not too bad. Solid. Nice pile of jimps there, just 6 of them, but they're big. And they're not sharp, but they are deep, so they feel good. You can feel them in there. My thumb feels nice on that spot. You know I like extra jimps. They could put a couple more out there right on that spot. That choke up feels nice in the hand. I think it'll work well. This is a decent knife. Okay, so the branding, there is a little N for NedFoss on the captive pivot right there, so you only need one tool for taking it apart, which is very nice. And then it says 14C28 on the blade right there. So really clean, not a lot of branding going on, not much distraction. I think everyone should be doing pivot branding. That's kind of the best place, I think, for it. It doesn't really stick out too much on the blade or anywhere else. Sometimes the clip mark doesn't look so bad either. I'd really prefer that clean look, though, just not a bunch of branding and words all over it. Okay, blade is centered quite nicely. And that detent. This is button lock. Some people aren't fans of button locks because there isn't much of a detent. This is a solid detent for a button lock. I'm impressed for sure. Clip cannot be swapped to the other side, which is kind of a bummer. They could have just put one little screw hole right there and it would have been just fine and they would have been able to do that. So no swap for the lefties. The clip is the same. It's uniform. So they could have easily just extended that other hole, set that other hole right there and be able to do that swap. But I don't mind. I carry knives in both pockets, both hands pretty regularly. So it's not a make or break for me. You enjoy these unboxings when I check out new companies to me, new knives that we haven't seen before? If so, hit the like button. Subscribe if you would like to see more. Let's get some close-ups. Just a nice, smooth steel handle. Perfect for that laser mark. I enjoy this shape of everything. The handle, the blade shape, that tip, the fuller coming out of there, the hole. It's cool. The forward choil. Ticking boxes. Choil could be a little bigger. You could have a few more jimps on there for the old Kenman here, but let's get some credentials here. We have a ruler. 7 7/8 on the whole length there. 3.5 for the blade. You could say 3 1/4 going up to there or to the bottom, but it's basically a 3.5-inch blade with a 3-inch cutting surface. Very, very slight curve on the belly. And 4 3/4 for the handle. Nice size. Good user. All right. Blade thickness 0.14, so kind of a thicker blade. Might be 1.3. I might have been at a little angle. Yeah, it's mostly, it's like 1.3. And then that 1.3 carries up. My battery's about to die. How many more are we going to get? Comment below. So 1.3 and the thickness carries out to about there. And then you've got that nice grind. Nice point for... That's in a good spot for making some cuts. I dig it. All right, handle 0.45, and then at the widest 1.1. That battery may be going, but it's holding on. It's holding on for dear life. Let's get some weight. .17. Little heft to it, but a decent weight there, 4.17. I do a comparison with the pyrite, very similar realistically, 3.67 on the pyrite. So it is just a little bit chunkier in the pyrite. The weight's got a little bit more heft to it. We'll do the size comparison though in a second here, and it's 417. Okay. Boom. Action is great. I'm liking it. The style, look, feel. Pretty happy with the NedFoss Cougar so far. Who's got one of these? What other NedFoss knives are out there? I need to start checking them out. Compare everything with the pyrite. Pyrite is another great button lock steel. Very similar in a way. This is a great daily user. Got it. See how that choke up? Well, let's get in here. Size-wise though, so the pyrite is just a little bit shorter on the handle and just a little bit shorter on the blade. If we go up here, the cutting surface also is just a little bit smaller. But I feel like that swoop out just is a little bit wider right there. A little bit less grooved in and kind of tighter. This is a great size though for that, or spot for that choke up. So realistically, this NedFoss is almost the same as that standard pyrite size. Maybe just a little bit bigger. The Bug Out Killer Drop Bear from Kaiser. Awesome knife. Same kind of size as that pyrite, just a little bit shorter on the front and the back. I do have the new Tempest Knives Microjet. If you know KC from the Knives Fast channel, go check him out. He also designs knives. This is a Kubi OEM. So this one's a little bit shorter. Okay, the NedFoss. It's Cougar time. I'm liking it. I would say it would be nice to be able to swap that clip, but that action is good. That button works well. The flick out is nice. I don't usually do the thumb out as much, but you can get it in there and make it work. Huh. This thing is pretty cool looking. Please comment below what kind of laser mark design you think we could do on here. Something fun. Maybe something like a Cougar type of a thing. or maybe we just do some cool pattern, a topography. I've been looking at doing a topography outlines. I've seen that before. It would look kind of cool on there. I haven't designed one up yet for the laser, but watch for that in the future. A lot of fun customization going on the channel, and this is going to be one of them. The NedFoss Cougar. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.